Hey guys, I'm Fidel1258 here. Today I want to talk to you about the liquidity bots within the Splinterlands and whether they need to be majorly nerfed in order to make the game playable within Splinterlands. It may not even be fun for some of you because you're getting smacked around, and so we need to talk about it. Let's get into it. If that sounds interesting, stick around. Otherwise, check out the next video. Okay, I want to feature a comment, and it's from a friend of the channel, Cold As. He says, he was talking about Tails' thoughts on the liquidity bots and the reward structure at the highest levels, but he says this: Tails is not right. The game has become so hard of late because Tails, from the Cryptmancer, was making the argument that at highest league levels, people are taking advantage of liquidity bots, and his point was that the liquidity bots are pushovers. And Cold S is the opposite. It's actually harder. He says it's harder of late because the bots are crashing out talented players. If you don't have the highest deck, it's becoming difficult, he says. Even with max cards and less skill, playing in gold and being matched with max decks. Maybe bots, but I think bots should be leveled accordingly. There's no problem in high accounts playing the maximum gains, in my view. However, I think the game of late is not balanced. So his point is, when we face off against a bot, that bot needs to be fairly... And there needs to be an equivocation, or is that the word? There needs to be an equivalence between my account and yours, your fictitious bot account. Otherwise, it could be totally unfair. And I think it's a very interesting point. I haven't necessarily noticed either that bots are easy or that they're harder. I'm playing the game a lot, and I just don't necessarily even look at who I'm playing. And that's maybe one of the reasons why my win rate's not better, because you should, in the game of Splinterlands, pay attention to who you're facing off and what have their last 5 choices been, kind of thing. But I'm saying I haven't seen either that the bots are easy or that they're hard. And yet, I think there's room for conversation around this. And I would argue that there's got to be a better way than just essentially giving the bots a max deck and seeing if they can do something with it. What if, and this is a total off the top of my head, I came prepared with this thought, but I haven't fully fleshed it out. So I'm going to put it out there, and you guys are going to do with it what you want. It does strike me, first, I'll say, as logical and intuitive that making a diamond bot have a diamond max deck and just applying that from diamond 3 to diamond 1, or from diamond 3 to champ 1, even, by the way, because that's how the cards work. That's how the leagues work. I think that doesn't make sense. I mean, diamond 3 all the way up to champ 1, you're going to give those bot accounts the same set of cards. Intuitively that seems illogical, because the people who play in D3 have a totally different investment level than those who play in champ 1. Am I right or am I wrong? And so clearly those who play at champ 1 should be able to fight back or have an equivalence with a far more seasoned, filled out, built out bot deck. And maybe it's the case that we need to be more precise in how we manage these liquidity bots. Meaning, maybe there's a D3 deck, and a D2 deck, and a D1 deck, and a champion 3, and a champion 2, and a champion 1 deck. Why not? These are not bots that are filled with cards that are bought from the NFT marketplace. These are decks that are using ghost cards, meaning cards that they don't genuinely own. And they're supposed to add value to the ecosystem of players so that we get matched more quickly, so that we find an even match, so that we're not being faced off against someone who's 500 RP above us because there was no other match at that moment. There's reasons for using liquidity bots, but it just strikes me that in an effort to improve that offering, we need to look at how the bots are equipped. And I don't fully understand this stuff. I could imagine this being potentially onerous for the developers. Maybe programming, 1,000 extra bots in this way would be difficult. I don't really understand why. It seems to me like it's as easy as create a fake account, give it ghost cards, and you could give it you'd create some sort of template. Like maybe it would be half of the cards are at level 6 and half of the cards are at half of the cards are at Gold League level and half of the cards are at Diamond League level. And that's your D3 opponent. And then at D2, which is a theoretically better league level, maybe it's 60% of your cards are Diamond level and 40% are Gold level. And you could do some sort of math like that. I would think it should be, relatively easy to grab percentages like that and then just monitor the win-loss ratios. If the ones in D3 are getting obliterated, then you tweak up the diamond accessibility. And then promo cards, in my mind, could be an extra add. At the Champ 1 level, those accounts should have every promo card available. If you're talking Modern League, I mean like all of the goodies, right? Like all of the one of ones and the what's that card with the first card that had not just taunt, but it also had retaliate after it dies. You know the one. Heloise the Hollow. And so it's like every one of those ghost card accounts at the highest league level should have every bell and whistle at the champ 1 level, because they're facing off against accounts that have those access points. It's food for thought. I think there's room to reinterpret and reimagine with probably relatively little effort from the team, what the liquidity bot offering is for the game of Splinterlands. And I would argue that this would improve the playability and maybe attract more attention from every investor, because if what Coldaz is saying and what Ryan Fleisch agrees, it's too difficult. We're getting crushed by liquidity bots. It's pushing me to not play. That's what a little bit of Coldaz's conclusion too. He says something similar. He says many guys are complaining, and if we want to attract players, we want to keep them here. Maybe this is food for thought, and I don't really understand why this would be a big ask. So I'd love to see comments in the comment section from you guys about what I'm suggesting here, and maybe if there's even a team member that knows some of those, I'd love to read. No, Dwayne, you're out to lunch because this would be really hard, or no, it'd be really easy, but we haven't because X. I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks so much. Have an amazing day. God bless.